Hi. I didn't know what to do to make a video, so I figured I would give relationship advice because I am in a relationship and we went through a lot of bumps, and I mean a lot of bumps. Excuse, excuse me if I cough very violently during this and I sound like a man. I'm sick. So the first one is for girls. I'll hold up a card and then I'll explain it. So, don't always expect him to make the first move. Meaning, if you just met each other, you're like, oh, he has to text me first. He has to call me first. He has to ask me out on a date first. Sometimes guys don't get the message that you like them, that you want to be with them. I mean, guys aren't exactly very blatant. I mean, some of them can tell because you're probably an obvious flirt, but some of them, can't tell because they probably haven't had that much experience. That actually is pertaining to the next one. Guys are stupid, meaning they can't read your mind, meaning open up to them. So if you want to be with a guy, you say, I like you, and then see what he says. I mean, if he turns you down, I know it's hard, but you're gonna get pushed down in life. There's nothing you can do about it. And, the same goes for guys, too. Sometimes girls don't see it. Guys hate to be taken advantage of. So, say they're really sweet within the first couple months of your relationship, how long it lasts. And then you take it for granted. I should know because I've done it. And you expect them always to be like this, always to be how they were. When through a relationship, you each are going to change. You each are going to become one, meaning you're going to be like him, he's going to be like you. You guys are going to be feeding off each other's energy. You can't just take advantage, and when things are, and he's not being like he used to, you can't be like, oh, well, you used to be this way, so I'm going to be pissed off at you. You're basically taking advantage of them. And girls can be vicious too. Girls can use guys. Girls aren't, mostly, I believe it, being bisexual, girls are evil. Men can be evil too, but girls are vicious. So then, guys like it when you shower them with compliments. They are just like women sometimes. They love it when you're like, you're handsome, you're cute, you're funny. It doesn't always have to be about how they look. It can be anything. Because within a relationship, the guy's always complimenting you. He's always getting you things. He's always doing things for you. And what do? There's not much things a girl can do because guys are really hard to romance unless he's like a woman. So you compliment them, and you be sweet to them. You don't take advantage of them. You don't be rude to them. You say he takes you out to dinner, and you look at him and you go, you're the most handsome boy I've ever seen. And if you believe it, you say it. But you can't just say it just because he took you out. That's not how it works. The one that everyone knows is guys need guy time. They really do. If you don't give them guy time, they're going to get irritated with you. If you're always like, oh, I'm going to come over this day, let's go out this day, and he wants a weekend to himself, and you're like, wow, we haven't had much time together. It's just, guys need the time to take a break from you and spend time with their friends. And if you give them that space, if you give them and they abuse it, well, then they're going to come back to you, and they're going to be like, I missed you, and I don't want to be apart from you anymore. And sometimes the guys will go to the effort to go see you. Pertaining to me and my boyfriend, I only see him 3 times a week. That's only because I live here, and he lives about 20 minutes away, and I don't have a car yet. So I have to use public transportation. So, whenever he wants his guy time, he can have his guy time. But when I come over, that's my time. I want my time. So that's the kind of thing. And one last thing about guys is, guys are scared of commitment. Meaning, girls aren't always the ones. I mean, they're ready for a relationship. They're ready to settle down. A lot of girls are ready to just settle down and get married, even when they're 15. Because it's built in our minds. Through the movies, through the books, everything always has a happy ending. So what are we looking for? We're looking for that guy who is going to give us that. Well, a lot of the times the reason why relationships end is because girls can't see that when stuff happens, like if he starts being distant, it's because he's scared. It's because he's scared because he doesn't know what's going on in him. He doesn't realize that he's falling for you. He doesn't realize that he's going to be with you. Pertaining to me and my boyfriend, when things were going bad between us when we were dating for about 4 months, he started getting very agitated and he was short fused, and that's just a thing that guys go through. It's like I guess I could call it like a relationship period. Meaning there's a time where a guy will be just absolutely horrible, and what you have to do instead of approach it the way I did is be understanding. Don't take it personal, because they're just scared. They don't know what to do with themselves. They're committing to you, and you're already committed to them. So you need to realize that, they're scared. Okay, now these are for girls. No, for guys. Damn. Sorry, sick. These are for guys. Now, I know there's a lot of guy relationship things out there, but this is just pertaining for me and things that I've realized. Okay, so girls wish for movie love, meaning hopeless romantic. Now, you don't need to show up at her door with a whole bunch of flowers and take her out on this beautiful date. Meaning, if you guys have been dating for a while, let's say 5 to 6 months, and you really haven't done much. I mean, you've gone out, you've had fun, you've had great times, but then what are you gonna do? I mean, a nice thing, and it doesn't cost any money, is going out and buying like hamburgers, having your mom cook, and then asking her to please leave, and then you invite her over and you have dinner. Like, you have dinner in your house with her, and it's just you two. You have the time to yourselves. Because a lot of the times when couples go, they either go to the park, which there's still people, they go to the mall where there's still people, or they hang out at their houses where there's people. You never have that time for yourself unless you're home alone, or you're doing funky things like sex. Whatever your bit, I'm fine. I'm not telling you how to run your relationship, I'm just giving you tips. And that's it. I mean, guys, it's not that hard. It doesn't cost much money. And, I mean, if you're one of those stuck-up guys who doesn't want to do anything for your girl, then go something simple. Like, go and rent a movie and get her favorite popcorn, roll up in a blanket, and cuddle and watch the movie. And then in the end of the movie, give her something special, like a rose. It doesn't need to be dinner. Okay, girls love it when you're jealous at other guys. Meaning, if she's talking to you about this new guy she met, not like, ooh, I just met this new guy, I'm gonna flirt with him. Meaning, she just met a new friend, and it's a guy. Well, you can't be like, oh, that's cool. I mean, inside, she really wants to be like, who's this motherfucker? Is he good enough for you? Is he nice to you? Like, that's the kind of thing that girls like, just because it makes them feel special. Like, when they do it, like, you can't be creepy with it. You can't be like, I'm gonna fucking kill this motherfucker, and you, like, start getting shit ready. Like, you can't go overboard with it. You need to basically, just be protective. I mean, girls love that. They love it. They like, ooze over it. I mean, some girls, you can't be jealous all the time, but I can definitely tell you when you're jealous, they're just gonna call you out on it, and they're gonna love it, because it's flattering. I don't know how, quite yet, how it's flattering, but when I talk about my guy friend Christian to my boyfriend, and he just gets really quiet, and I start smiling because I know he's jealous, and it's just, I think it's cute. I think it's really cute. See, guys, girls, when they take you shopping, they do it for compliments. Meaning, when they want you to go shopping with them, it's not like they want you to drag you along like a rag doll. They want you to come so you can compliment them. You can be like, oh, when they try on this dress, they want you to tell, if I were to try on a dress for my boyfriend and he tells me how gorgeous I look, that's what I want when I want him to come shopping with me. Not, I like that dress, I like that dress, let's go. It's like shopping, just shopping. Browsing with him is the right way to go. Like, guys, girls love it when you compliment them, no matter what. But you can't go overboard with it. Like, everything they try on, you can't. You have to, if you feel it's right, you say it. Girls like to be treated like one of the guys. Not every girl, but sometimes they like it when you're not so lovey. You don't treat them like your girlfriend. Like, you guys wrestle and you guys, like, you guys argue. Like, if you look at your parents, and you look at your boyfriend, when you kind of get treated like one of the guys, you look like a married couple. You look at your parents, and they're like a rough house, and they, like, tickle each other. I mean, every parents are different, but it's things like that. Like, if you wrestle, like, I like to wrestle, and he never lets me win, but things like that, girls love it, because it's not relationship all the time. It's us. We're best friends. That's one thing a girl loves. That's one thing a girl adores, is you guys aren't just boyfriend and girlfriend. Boom, boom. You're friends. You're there together. She's the one you can talk to. She's the one you can go to. Like, she can go to you. I'm sorry. No matter what girls say, they love your compliments. Meaning, like, if you compliment them a lot, they'll say they get tired of it. And, I mean, at that point, you probably should stop. Because there's such thing as complimenting a girl too much. But they love it when you compliment them. Like, randomly when you're like, hey, you're beautiful. You're gorgeous. I love you. Or, I really like you. Things like that. Girls love that. Because it's like, they're caught off guard. And they're like, oh, thank you. They like it. And girls need some romance from time to time. They really do. Like, you can treat her like one of the guys. You guys can cuddle up and do everything. But she wants that one night on an anniversary or just a random weekend or even a school night where you take her, or, if you're watching this and you're older, I'm still in school. But, and you show up at her door and you're nicely dressed and you say, can I come in? And you pull out a bouquet of flowers. And her parents are there, and she's like, what's going on? He's like, I'm taking you out for dinner. Girls love that. Also, the element of surprise. Like, if you surprise her and she'll love it, she'll melt into your hands like butter. Because that's just, it catches her off guard. And she doesn't know what to say. She doesn't know what to do. It's nice. Because then she's not always expecting the same thing from you. So, there's my kind of therapy relationship session there. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully my coughing didn't make you go berserk, because it's been making me go berserk for the last, 5 days. But I want to thank you for watching. And, I don't know, maybe next time in the future I'll have a better video thing. Okay, bye!